You know when you're growing up and you see things and you know, like, Liverpool was bombed, things didn't get built, things did get built. This is one of those places where you see a gap. Yeah, you see a gap. Quite a big gap. But when you're a kid, you wonder why they didn't build on it. And then you realise why. When you do YouTube and you do a bit of research and you think, oh, okay, this is a churchyard. This is why this was not built on. Another one of those, we shall take away the stones and we shall make it a memorial garden. So all the stones were removed. The chapel that this churchyard belonged to was on the site of the Grand Central Hall. Very grand. I will drive around and show you the front, but this is the back of the Grand Central Hall, and that's where the chapel was. And all this was churchyard with stones. And this explains it all. So I will read it because I know people out there struggle. The chapel stood to the south of this spot, facing Renshaw Street. The monumental tablets within it are placed in the cloisters of Ullett Rose Church, to which the congregation removed in 1899. The site of the chapel and graveyard were sold to the Corporation of Liverpool, who made this garden, preserving the record of the graves and the inscriptions thereon, which may also be seen at the church. This monument was erected in 1905 by one who worshipped here for 60 years. But when you're a kid, you don't notice monuments, do you? It's a bit mucky. Liverpool City Council need to get their arse into gear and get out here and clean it up. Hey ho. There is this. I can't read it at all. I'll just leave that there for you, and if you can read it maybe. It's a proverb of something or other, and on this site stood the Mount Pleasant British Schools, erected 1820, closed in 1900. Of use for work. The stone here preserved above the something or other. So that's, I don't think that's originally on the building that it was on, but it was been moved to put here. I might well be wrong, I don't know. But it doesn't look right, it doesn't look in the right place. Because that is quite a modern building, the side of it is anyway. A green top with a cross on the top, and Joseph Blanco White, Spanish writer, political exile, was buried near here. Lovely titles, that is. Back round this side, we'll see what's written on this one. And this is William Roscoe MP, solicitor and slavery abolitionist. I'll get it right in a minute. The greatest of Liverpool citizens was buried here. This monument is erected as a memorial of Renshaw Street Chapel, built in 1811 for the worship of Almighty God. Also in grateful remembrance of those who ministered therein, among whom were John Hamilton Thom, William Henry Channing and Charles Beard, and in memory of the worshippers within its walls, and the William Roscoe, Joseph Blanco White, and all who were laid to rest in this ground. The faithful men of every land, who Christ's own rule obey, the holy dead of every time, the Church of Christ are they. So yeah, this is a memorial garden to all the people who worshipped at the chapel. As I say, I'll drive round now, and I'm not walking. I'll drive round now and show you the front of the Grand Central Hall. See you in a minute. So this orange building is the Grand Central. A very imposing building on Renshaw Street in Liverpool. This is where I get all kinds of funny looks. It was originally Methodist church, a Methodist meeting hall, I should say. And it was built to impress the passerby and to encourage the religiously indifferent to come in and have a look and have a chat and see how they would feel about the religion. Built in 1905, I think. Yeah, well, the monument in the garden. It does say that it's an Irish bar, but as you'll see, it looks like it's closed. The Liffey's open, but it was in 2023 refurbished to be a music venue holding 3,500 people. It had major refurbishment of all the lighting, the electrics, the sound systems. And if people stop giving me funny looks, I'll get you round to the front, which is very... not bad. Which is very imposing indeed. There we go. There's the front. The Grand Central Methodist Meeting Hall. Built on the site of the chapel. So there you go. And I will leave you with that beautiful site. I'll see you in the next one.